Welcome back, folks. Tony with H3 General Contractors. An update here on Douglas County Farmers Co-op. We would like to give a big shout out to them. Thank you for allowing us to build your project. We're excited about it. We've got about 16,000 square feet up of steel that we're going to show you, and about 6,400 left to go. And then it's skinning it. So let's get things started. You'll have to deal with my nasally voice here, and I'm going to stop it at points just to kind of show you what is happening, and maybe some interesting points, at least as far as I see. So these are the main frames. You can see that we've got a line of posts here. That is a 100-foot span, and that will lighten up the building and make it more economical. You'll notice one of these posts is off center from that, and that's because there is a conference room here. If we set that post out where it would line up with the rest, it would be in the middle of the conference room. We definitely do not want that, so we designed it such that this post was in a different location. And you can see the purlins. These are called purlins on the main frames, these main frames here. And those are what pick up the roof. And then you can see these brace rods here. These brace rods actually give the building stability. If it pulls one direction, then the other side pulls back the other direction. So it kind of gives it a stability in wind and in a seismic event. So that's what those are for. And then over on the side, we'll get you a better shot of the portal frame. In some cases, instead of bracing, sometimes they'll X-brace this down on these columns, but in this case we did portal frames. So as we get up here a little bit, you can see that we've got some openings here. Those are for HVAC units that go on the roof and will heat and cool this area once it's enclosed. So you can see some of my guys are working on the purlins, and they're installing purlins. They might actually be working on this tube strut or box strut. This one's definitely a box strut. So these struts basically help with, because you're putting a lot of load in these points when you're moving back and forth and putting strain on these brace rods. So when it pulls those brace rods, it wants to pull these two frames together, and that box strut prevents that from happening. So, and you can see we got box struts all the way along this braced bay. So you can see we have not quite gotten to the convenience store, but we do have at least one frame ready to go, and we're going to go ahead and put those up shortly. So now we're just flying over the gas station, and as you can see, they're getting ready to pour concrete there. It sounds like they'll be pouring that next week, but you can see the columns for the canopy. If I can get my drone position where I want it. Not the greatest drone pilot, but it is what it is. You can see they've got all the underground in, and they're just getting ready to pour concrete. And you can actually see the fuel islands here as well, and the bollards around the fuel islands. So yeah, that's happening. And then, as I said, the main frame, and you can see the columns here that go to the main frame. There's some more steel sitting out here. Now this here is a below eave roof beam, because this section of roof is 3 foot shorter than this section of roof. So, and it's also single slope. It slopes to the back here, to this backside. This is a double slope roof. One interesting thing, like on your house, you end up with maybe a 412 pitch. You can get down with a metal roof to a half 12 and it will drain just fine. I believe that this is a 112 pitch though. So it's 4 times less steep than your house. So And this is a storage unit that we just did, and now we're into the shakeout, which may or may not interest you, but there's some, these are all the roof panels, and then we've got some other roof panels for canopies down here, and looks like we got some soffit panels and wall panels, and all of this came by truck. We got 7 trucks. It all had to be separated out, divided up, and we had to figure out where we're going to put it all. And organize it so that it's ready to pick. You can see a few of the roof beams for the convenience store sitting over here, and various parts and pieces, tube struts and canopy beams, and we've got some more purlins and more girts, and yeah, just a fair amount of iron still on the ground, although we have gotten rid of a lot of it. As you can see here. So this here is where the portal frame is, and that basically just prevents this whole building from going side to side. It is a stiff son of a gun, and they hold that building from swaying side to side, usually in wind or in seismic events. You know, if you have an earthquake, you don't want your building falling down, so that's what assists in that. So anyway, I just thought I would show you an update. I hope that wasn't too long. If you guys have questions, concerns, please let me know. And big shout out again to Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Really appreciate their business. And of course to my guys for all their hard work. You can see the fruits of their labor on the screen. We'll try and get some more updates this summer, and we'll catch you guys next time. Toaster out.